Level by Level Gaming, and we are back in the warehouse. There's a few additions to the pile, the horde, whatever you want to call it. We've got some odds and ends that have made their way in and a couple more games. So I figured I'd just go ahead and share with y'all. So we have these tables. These are designed to slide in between two machines, and you can set your drinks, your food, whatever you're entertaining yourself with, because we do a lot of events at places where people are milling around, they're having a good time, and they need somewhere to set their cup, and I prefer that they don't set it on the panel of the game. So they're made out of pallets, and they've been stenciled with various different game art logos, a lot of stuff that's instantly recognizable for their brand. IRM, Taito, Tecmo, Williams. There's also some in here with different characters, like there's a Galaga ship on here, Neo Geo, SNK. So we got a whole palette of pallet tables, and those go in between the machines and just make it easy and convenient. I've also moved in some various panels and parts, and the backs for machines where I've taken the back off of them to work on. Like this is for Miss Pac-Man, and then there's just assorted backs, and then a lot of times I have to make a new back, so there's wood for that. There is marquees that have made their way. These are the full marquees. I'm going to show you when I get over to the Sega Rallies over here what those look like, but those topper marquees that go across multiple machines, that's for Indy 500, which is still over in another storage location, so we'll just have to show you that when we finally get it over here. So there's some of that stuff that's made its way in. We've got a Madden. I'll come around to the front of that here in a minute, and it's made its way into the warehouse today, but I had to leave a hole back here. I got some more backs and just various odds and ends that have made their way in. Here is a Need for Speed GT, and this got shoved into this little cubby hole in between some of those other games. Just slowly been filling in this space. Still got plenty of space here for what I need, and I have a couple more big waves of stuff. This is just a few things that have made their way in since last time I did a video. And here is a Golden Tee, and our Sega Rallies have made their way into the warehouse today. So one of the things that we couldn't find was one of these that was completely intact. I'm gonna have to get this remade in vinyl and put onto a piece of plexiglass to replace this, because the people we got these, all these are parts machines. So this one, I think it had something wrong with the monitor chassis. Both of these did. In fact, yeah, that's exactly what they had on here. Needs monitor chassis. So we bought these as is, and it looked like somebody had taped in at one point in time, tried to tape some of these plastic pieces in. I bet this one is falling down in there. The middle part of Rally's probably falling down in there. So like I said, it's one piece of plastic it's the plexiglass, and this is actually part of the marquee. So it's not a piece of plexiglass with a separate sheet in it like some of the other arcade things. So we'll just get that reproduced. Game On Graphics is a company that I've used quite a bit for that stuff, and they tend to do pretty good. Just random parts. Steering wheels, it's always good to have brakes and steering wheels and extra components for this stuff. Coin ops, even though we're going to be free to play, the aesthetics of having a working coin door with that lights on and stuff is important. These are those side panels. On my last video, I was talking about being able to take something like this Daytona and stripping out these parts like we've done to make one working machine. The problem is it's got a blank side on it because it was set up to be butted up to multiple machines. If we wanted this just to be a single racer, we can take these side panels, pull the black one off, and make that side panel work as one complete machine made to just stand alone by itself. So that's just a few of the things that have made their way in. I'm trying to think of anything that I missed here. This thing is upside down, and it's one of the few things that I've actually dropped in moving. I had this in my back of my storage forever. It's kind of weird. It was part of a blank cabinet that had Area 51 in it a long time ago. They had looked like a homemade marquee, and there is a very large CRT that's in there. And when I was moving it, it's very top heavy because it's all this base here, and then a very big CRT that was stupid heavy. And when I was holding on to the edge of it, the wood gave way and it just came crashing down. There was nothing I could do about it. I had high hopes of turning this tall CRT tower into something maybe like a dedicated duck hunt NES, which I thought would be really cool and get some art. Now I don't even know if it works anymore. We'll just have to see. Hopefully it was just cosmetic to the wood. And I put it upside down because without the bottom part of it coming out to keep it stable, and then that's where these cables would go through. And there was actually, I don't know if you can see that down in there. There is still an Area 51 board. Oh yeah, there it is. There's still an Area 51 board with the hard drive still in this thing. But without that full base, it was very, very top heavy, and I didn't think it would be very safe. So after I dropped it, I put it on its head, and there it sits. All right, guys, so that's just a few more of the additions to the warehouse. Thank you guys so much for watching. Like I said, hopefully you will see this in an arcade, see these machines restored to their former glory, and people enjoying them in a group setting. Thank you guys for watching. It's been Level by Level Gaming. I'm out.